What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Best Bet Show. The first ever Best Bet Show went great. We went 2-0. Look at the screen. Jimmy Crooks under 0.5 hits. Not even close to cashing for his over hits. We absolutely crushed that bet. And then Drew Rasmussen under 5.5 hits allowed. Also sweat free. Pulled at 84 pitches through 5 innings. Just like we said, did not need to stretch him out because of Nick Martinez's complete game the day before. Now, I have two plays again today. No parlay at the end, but it's a smaller slate and a couple leans on the Field of Dreams game. So make sure you hit like, support this, and subscribe. 150-ish subs away from 1,000, trying to get YouTube partner. But we also are crushing some lottos. So let's dive into it. Before we do, we're going to go get Novig right now. Deposit $10, get 25. Live nationwide. I think it's 47 states. It's awesome. It's peer-to-peer prediction market. It has some great markets. Again, use code CHUCKS. Deposit 10, get 25 on Novig. Now let's talk these parlays that we're cashing. We cashed this Nerfy lay 2 days ago, and then we cashed another one yesterday, okay? So we're on fire. I posted the Nerfy for hopefully back-to-back-to-back on my Twitter, so make sure you go check that out as well. Now, let's talk. First play, Davis Martin over 4.5 Ks. Now this is pretty ugly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry I hit you guys with something pretty ugly, but we gotta bet this. I mean, here's starting right-handed pitchers game log versus the Reds. Now you can't see the first names. I can't scroll up, but it's Luis Castillo just had 10 Ks. Sean Burke with 8. Brad Lord, not really gonna count him. He pitched 2.2 innings, kind of just a relief arm anyway. Cade Cavalli 8 Ks. Barnett 7, JT Ginn 5, Mitch Keller only went 2 innings, got 2. I don't care, not relevant. Ashcraft 5, Skeen 7, again 2-inninger 4. I mean Slade Sony with a weird 2K game, but 12, 9, 8, 8. I mean you see all these, they're striking out at will, and you can see it right here. I mean you can see all of this red. All of this red right here means they have a high K percentage, and on the season it was a little bit better. But last 30-day filter, that's very, very, very bad. And if you go to lefties, they're a little more stout to striking out. But versus righties, they've just been abysmal. I mean, everyone's a target. Davis Martin doesn't really have the best K stuff. But looking at his game log, okay, this one right here, 1 inning, that was because of a rain delay. He had 1 K in 1 inning versus the Guardians. Rain delay, doesn't come back out. So he's not injured. He should go 5 innings. Should go normal workload here. I wouldn't say he gets stretched too far, but normal workload is probably easily in the cards. Only 1 K versus Boston, concerning. But 6 versus the Yankees. Astros are stout. Toronto's a tough matchup. Still got 5. Okay, he's been struggling in the K department, but this is a guy who used to go 5, 7, 7, 9, 10, 7, 7 earlier in the year. Now, I know it's only 4.5 because of the recency here, but I just think the matchup is too good to not take a guy to go to over 4.5 Ks. We got to bet this and live with the results. Okay, so that's play 1, Davis Martin. It's like minus 122, minus 124, minus 125 at some other books. It may have moved as well. Again, I post all my bets in my Dub Club first, but that is the line that I got. And now we go to play number 2, which is my favorite play. Don't know why I had it number 2. I love this play more. Walbert Urena, under 2.5 earned runs. And here's why. You talk about the red here. We talk about guys getting blown up. I'll just give you a reference here. This ISO number for Aaron Nola, one of the worst pitchers in the league, okay? All red means he gets hit very hard. Now, if I go to Walbert Urena, what is this? This is green as can be. This is like the Drew Rasmussen we talked about yesterday. He does not get hit hard at all. But also, the one thing about Walbert is that he does walk guys, okay? 14.5% walk rate to lefties, 11% to 10% on both sides the last 30 days is not ideal, okay? But he does get soft contact. The only way I see this losing is if he walks 2 guys in a row and gives up 2 hits in a row, and they're just stringed together perfectly. Because this is a guy who, that did happen last game versus Miami, but before that, 0 runs, 1 run, 1 run, 0, 1. Blow-up game versus the Athletics, but he did face them in back-to-back starts after pitching 5 innings, 0 runs. Again, on the road versus Arizona, did get beat up there. But this is a guy who, look at this, 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1. This is versus Texas as well, who he's facing right now. And it's far enough in the past. I know we talked about the A's where he did well, then got blown up. This was too recent for it to probably happen. This is, in May. So this is a guy who gave up 2 infield singles in this game, did walk 3 guys. So again, it could get a little nerve-wracking when he walks guys, but the Angels Stadium is one of the best stadiums for not having home runs. It's one of the fewest home runs hit on the season. And also, going to the walk rates, you look at versus lefties, and the first 6 guys have very high walk rates to lefties. But to righties, Durant and Seager, they are not walking, especially the last 30 days, to righties. So I think we could get a nice outing here from Urena, and I'm willing to bet it. It's kind of ugly odds, but I think with the total, with his history versus team right now and how he's pitching with his soft contact, I don't see many scenarios he goes over 2.5 earned runs. I don't think he gives up a home run. And as long as he doesn't string together a bunch of bad stuff, I think we soar under. So we went 3-0 yesterday, 2-0 on the show. I do have a 7-day free trial in the comments to get all my plays and lottos. Thank you guys so much for the support. First video I thought went very well. The likes, I gained a bunch more subs. Again, we're trying to get to YouTube partner at 1,000 subs. But make sure to hit like and leave a comment if you like these videos, if you want me to keep doing them. Best of luck on your bets today. Wait, I lied. I did say we have the Field of Dreams game to talk about here. Now, I do like under a no home run. I like no home run in this game. It's plus 800. But we saw earlier this, there's 2 games that the Field of Dreams have been played on this in that stadium. The first game, wind was blowing out. We saw a Tim Anderson home run. I think there's 8 home runs in that game. It was like 9-8 or something like that. Home run city. It was a mini home run derby. And then the next year, wind was blowing in, and there were no home runs at all. This year, the weather's blowing in, and the wind is the park is very susceptible to wind because there's no buildings, no skyscrapers around it. It's just an open field with corn and whatever. So if the wind's blowing in and the outfield is pushed back because it's replicating the Field of Dreams stadium, I don't think we see a lot of long balls. But all that being said, Aaron Nola serves up more meatballs than my grandma on a Sunday. So if we were to see home runs, it's probably from Twins batters, and he scares the hell out of me. And the other thing is, if you want to put your tinfoil hat on, I see a scenario where Netflix juices the hell out of these balls. There's not a lot of other sports on. Netflix can use a little mini home run derby for baseball. So they could juice the balls. But if they don't, I don't see a lot of home runs happening. That's my 2 cents. I think Aaron Nola does get killed. I lean Bryce Harper to walk. He's been walking a ton. But don't go too crazy on that game in case they don't juice the balls because the stadium is not really set for a bunch of long balls. So that's it for today. I will have a parlay after that game later. Best of luck on your bets today. Hit like, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.